Everyone wants to feel that they have a purpose in their life, that they're here for a reason, that they feel important, that they've left something behind when they go. Many of us are still trying to figure out what that is. But I can assure you that there have been things that you've done in your life, things that may be seemingly small, but important, things that you've said or done that have made a huge impact on someone without you even realizing it. In this video, I want to talk about how we can take these small steps to have a huge impact on ourselves and everyone around us. But before I begin, if at any point you find that this video is helpful, then please like and subscribe so more people have access to this information. The mirror of consciousness. I recently watched a very interesting talk with one of my favorite swamis, and he was talking about how consciousness can be likened to a mirror, in the sense that your nature, your consciousness, what you really are, is a mirror, and everything that we're seeing in the world around us is actually just being reflected in that mirror. There is no separating anything from that consciousness. Everything is living inside that consciousness. There really is no inner and outer because everything is a reflection of that consciousness. There is only consciousness. Everything is being birthed out of that. When we take our awareness and we focus it on these acts of kindness, we focus it on being loving, then what we begin to see in this seemingly outer world are the reflections that we're seeing within our own consciousness. So in order to see this outer change in the world that we're looking for, if we change our perspective, if we change our awareness, our focus, then we begin to see those changes. We're all farmers. We can think of ourselves as walking around and throwing seeds everywhere. We're constantly planting seeds. We're constantly dropping seeds of thought, seeds of action, wherever it is that we go. Whatever we encounter, whoever we speak with, we're always giving someone something. We're always relating to life in a very specific way. Now, when we become aware of how it is that we're relating to people and things, then we start to have more awareness. We create more awareness around how it is that we're deciding to relate to life. That's why taking this idea of being kind, making an effort to say something to someone that makes somebody feel good, obviously from a genuine, authentic place, we start to grow this ability to be loving, to be kind. And by doing that, we're creating more awareness around our own behavior. Because not only are we planting seeds everywhere we go and creating this ripple effect, but we're also being the change that we want to see in the world. We're taking life into our own hands, and we're deciding that we want to be a certain way, which is so empowering. We're deciding that we can show up in life the way we want other people to show up for us. I promise you, when you do this consistently, other people will begin to show up for you in the same way that you show up for them. A sprig of kindness. I'm sure everyone's been to a restaurant and they get a nice meal, and then you get that little sprig of parsley. And it's the piece that everybody picks up and throws away. Rarely does anyone eat that little sprig of parsley. But a lot of times I think that kindness is like that sprig of parsley for people. It's a little decoration on the plate that most people tend to throw away because they don't think it's important. They think it's just something that's making something look nice. That couldn't be further from the truth. But most of us approach kindness in this way. What if we practiced kindness enough that it became the main course? I remember thinking to myself when I was a young adult in my early 20s, if I were to continuously work on myself and work on being the person that I wanted to become, then my life would change dramatically. I wouldn't need the outer circumstances to change or people in my life to change. What I would need is for me to change. For example, if there was a relationship that I was having a hard time with, let's say the relationship with my mom, if her and I were fighting for some reason, I knew that if I changed the way that I behaved towards her, that she would have to change, because that was the experience that I had every single time. Now imagine, just for one moment, if everyone in the world did this. Imagine if everyone was only concerned with changing themselves. Imagine that. We would have a world full of aware human beings who are being conscious about how they relate to people, who are making an effort to be kind, to be loving. What an incredible place this would be. So instead of anyone worrying about changing anything outside of them, if everyone actually was concerned with changing themselves, with changing that inner state, with gaining more consciousness, more awareness, then we would have a different world. Then we would have a new earth. I love you all so much. Until next time, remember to let go. Let go of trying to be anything other than the truth of what you are.